learn in these two ways. We need oxygen, and oxygen is required to function mentally, physically, and also vocally. But here, the purpose is not to function much more, but to control the fickleness of our mind and our inner consciousness. So Acharya Sri Mahaprabhuji is here. You can just you can see that there are so many benefits of perception of long breathing, especially from gross to subtle. It means we are aware of our breathing system, our body systems, but we are not aware of our own our inner systems. And breathing can help us to go inside from gross to subtle. When you control your breath and make it long, then it becomes very, very stable and controlled. In that state, you can easily detect whatever is going inside. When I was talking last time, I have talked that whenever we go to doctors, there are some doctors are seated. So whenever they check our body, they say that please take long breath and hold inside. Okay. So why they say? Because in that state your body becomes stable and they can easily see that where is the problem inside. If you are continuously taking breath, then there is fickleness or agitation, or you can say a hyperactive state of our body. And in that state, they cannot detect that where is the problem. Are you getting? So in breathing, when we control our breath and make it long, then in that state, our own whole system becomes so, stable. In that state, you can easily detect it. You can easily see that, okay, there is quite an energy. There is also karmic body. There is also soul, which is also working from within. So breathing helps us to go into that state to realize our own inner potentials, inner existence, inner powers, and we can utilize those powers. In the physical state, nobody can see that. Second is from body to soul. So we are always looking for self-realization, and that is the highest human goal of life. That we want to realize our own inner authentic self. So to realize the self, first we have to pay attention to the body, because body is the entrance gate to reach to your inner self. From senses to beyond senses. So we have already discussed about it. When we pay attention on the breath, then we can easily go beyond the senses. We can easily go beyond the mind. From mind to beyond mind, and from material to spiritual world. So these are the very big benefits of perception of breathing. How to undertake this journey? Which word attacks the more? It is free. Okay. So whenever there is such kind of special days, if you find that okay, I'm getting free this or one thing free with some other thing, then we are always looking for purchasing those kind of things. No. So free is a very attractive word for us, but our breath is also very free, and we are not paying attention to that. That's it. So sometimes things are free, then we don't value those things. If we have to pay for something, then we think that we have paid so much amount, and that's why we have to keep this thing very safe, and we should be very careful of using those things. Okay, and we are very conscious about those things. So sometimes free things have no value in our eyes, but if we have to pay something, then we become very careful of those things. So breathing costs nothing, but it is completely free energy source, and it serves as 24/7. But how much are we aware of it? Without breathing, we cannot survive. We know instead of that, we are not aware of that, of this breathing process. Whenever pandemic has come, then we become aware of that, okay, we have to take long break, we have to boost our immune system by long breathing, otherwise we can be affected by it. So this breathing is very important for us, and breathing is a very gross object also for us, because we can easily experience that, okay, we are taking breath. So if you pay attention on the breath, then easily you can go inside, because breathing is not very subtle object or element which is not accessible to you, or which is not coming into your direct experience. So you can easily connect with the breathing, and when you connect with the breathing, then you can easily be connected with your internal world, because it is connected with internal world as well as the external ones. Okay, breathing. Who is taking breathing? Who is alive? Who has some soul? Non-living objects do not breathe. Clear? So somehow we have to see that breathing is directly connected with our inner self. So if we take support of the breathing, then we can easily reach to our inner self. Okay. So this is sometimes people think that if we have to meditate, we should meditate on the God, on the qualities of God, or on soul directly, instead of taking these other ways. That can also be done. But we know that the inner self is not accessible to our senses. And that's why it is very difficult for us to concentrate directly on the inner self, which is devoid of color, shape, size, other physical qualities. So it is very difficult for you to catch that kind of abstract reality. For that, you have to take the support of such things with which you are familiar. So breathing is directly connected with the self. If you take support of this breathing, you can also reach to the self. You know that Einstein was the biggest scientist of 20th century. In the end of his life, when he was asked that what do you want in the last moment, then he said that I would like to be a saint in next life, so that I can see who has seen this external world. Are you ready? So it is not necessary that for meditation or for entering into the spiritual domain, you need to focus directly on yourself. But if you focus on anything, then also that thing would take you to that thing. Okay? Which is the main important, or which is the goal of our life. So Ajay has said that people think that, okay, we have to concentrate directly on God, but God is not visible to everybody because they don't know how God looks like. And if somebody wants to see the God, they should also see their inner self. Is it? Those people who believes that there is such God, they are also meditating. It means they are closing the eyes. They are really connected with themselves. They are first realizing their own inner self and thinking that they are realizing the God. So God is not different from our own inner self. Okay? The same, the God is also a kind of soul, and we are also a kind of soul. We are covered by the karmas, and they are free of karmas. Clear? So they are pure ones. And that pure state can be easily realized if you are focusing on breathing or body or any other things. You can easily go to that level also where you can realize your inner self. So breathing can also be the great support, great tool for realizing our inner self. So that's why breathing is also considered a very important component of meditation. And especially the yogis, whenever go into deeper meditation, they actually focus on breathing. Okay? They don't pay attention to any other thing. They mostly focus on meditation or breathing, and through breathing, they reach to their higher state, higher knowledge. So breathing is very, very important for us. Just we have to learn this thing today. This much is enough because we have so many programs today. So I just tell you that Vedic perception is also one way to realize our own inner self and to open our inner potentials. And anything we want to know, Vedic perception can help us. It is the meditation which helps to know the truth as it is. Otherwise, we impose our ideas or mental conditioning on reality and distort it. Your mind is free of fickleness, then only you can see the truth as it is. Otherwise, you are thinking about the truth according to your own understanding, your own limitations of senses and mind. And might be you are not doing justice with the truth. Okay? So in Buddhism, that's why Buddhism emphasizes on deconceptualization. Don't put your mind if you want to know the truth. Keep your mind aside. Go beyond the thoughtless mind. In thoughtless state, only you can know what truth is. Whether it is truth of your inner self, whether it is truth of anything. So with this, I want to finish my talk because I cannot continue much. We are assembled today, not just for this talk. We have so many other programs. So with this, I'm finishing. Now I would like to say one thing. I want to show one documentary about Munshi Mahendra Kumar. Might be all people are not aware of Muni Mahendra Kumar, but he was a versatile thinker and prolific writer of Jain agams and also Jain philosophy. You can see that he was such a monk who was unparalleled in the entire Jain tradition. Even Acharya Mahaprabhuji, who was a very great yogi meditator and who had written almost 300 around books. Whenever we used to sit with him, he used to say to us that if you want to get some good knowledge or new knowledge, then go to Muni Mahendra. Okay, so he was so versatile thinker. He knew almost 18 languages of the world. 18 languages. And he wrote on Jainism from very scientific point of view. So his works, you will find that everywhere he's blending spirituality with science. So he is the pioneer of this particular century in the field of science, combining science and spirituality. So I'm just showing that first his documentary, and then we will.
Hello, friend. I am most excited to introduce you to a personality who is not only a saint, a philosopher, but also a great scientist. Meet the living legend, Professor Muni Mahendra Kumar, who at the age of 81 years is still active in sharing his profound knowledge by way of lectures and writing books.
Stop the presentation.
He is a disciple of the great Jain Acharya.
Switch on again. Point one.
Hello, friends. I am most excited to introduce you to a personality who is not only a Hello, friends. I am most excited to introduce you to a personality who is not only a saint, a philosopher, but also a great scientist. Meet the living legend, Professor Muni Mahendra Kumar, who at the age of 81 years is still active in sharing his profound knowledge by way of lectures and writing books. He is a disciple of the great Jain Acharya, Sri Ramakrishna. At the age of 20, after passing in first class in BSc, Honours in Physics from University of Bombay, Muni Mahendra was initiated. Among others, he is a professor at Jain Vishwabharati University. His tenure of Jain monk is 61 years. Human computer. Hello is a unique blending of Jain mathematics. Friends, I am most excited to introduce you to a personality who is not only a saint, but Muni Mahendra Kumar, who at the age of 81 years is still active in sharing his profound knowledge by way of lectures and writing books. He is a disciple of the great Jain Acharya Sri Mahashraman. At the age of 20, after passing in first class in BSc Honours in Physics from University of Bombay, Muni Mahendra was initiated. Among others, he is a professor at Jain Vishwabharati University. His tenure of Jain monk is 61 years. Human computer. Meet a living legend, Professor Muni Mahendra Kumar, who is a disciple of the great Jain Acharya Sri Mahashraman. His demonstration of Abdhan Vidya, the rare ancient science of memory power and oral mathematical calculations, at several universities and international conferences, has earned him an epitaph of human computer. Avdhan programs were held at some of the most prestigious places and august audiences. In 1969, in the presence of Leelavati Munshi, member of the Rajya Sabha, at the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Mumbai. In 2005, International Conference at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi. Muni Mahendra Kumar is a versatile scholar of diverse disciplines like physics, mathematics, biosciences, philosophy, psychology, parapsychology, ancient history, and meditation, besides being conversant with the modern languages, including English, German, Hindi, Gujarati, Rajasthani, and ancient languages, including Sanskrit, Prakrit, and Pali. He has learned 18 languages. Author of over 60 books on comparative studies, on science and philosophy, meditation, mathematics, atomic science, and Jainism, etc. It is a fact that pure philosophers cannot comprehend the nature of the universe without the help of science. On the other hand, pure scientists also cannot give a systematic and consistent form to their ultimate theories of the universe. A new advanced harmony is urgently needed today to unite science and philosophy, but there are only few persons who will be able to undertake such task. Muni Mahendra Kumarji holds a distinguished place of honor amongst such scholar gems. On one hand, he has made a deep study of modern science, and on the other hand, he is an expert of philosophy. He has the same expertise in both the Jain doctrine of Syadvad and the Einsteinian theory of relativity and quantum mechanics. Listen carefully what Acharya Sri Mahashraman says about him.
हमारे धर्म संघ के एक वरिष्ठ मुनि प्रवर बहुत सोच परिषद के सम्मान्य सदस्य मुनि श्री महेंद्र कुमार जी स्वामी का प्रवास भी हुबली में हो रहा है। मुनि श्री स्वयं विज्ञान और जैन दर्शन के विद्वान हैं, आगम मनीषी हैं, तो उनकी सन्निधि भी अपने आप में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण मानी जा सकती है।
Muni Mahendra has met many distinguished personalities. Just before Diksha, in 1957, at New Delhi, that is before becoming Jain monk, he along with his father, Mr. Jetha Bhai Zaveri, met Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. At that time, he was the first Vice President of India. After he became a monk, he met many leaders such as past presidents of India, B.B. Giri, Gyani Zail Singh, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Pratibha Patil, and past prime ministers Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, etc. Muni Mahendra was the main spiritual inspiration behind the International Conference on Science and Jain Philosophy that was held at IIT Bombay, January 2016. You know the great scientist, late Professor Stephen Hawkins. But do you know his mentor was Sir Roger Penrose? The highlight of the conference was the great scientist and guru of Stephen Hawkins. Sir Roger Penrose himself participated over Skype meetings for 3 hours and appreciated this initiative of International Conference on Science and Jain Philosophy. Kumar is well known for his study about mind, wisdom and intelligence, emotional quotient, the EQ, and so on. His Holiness Dalai Lama publicly appreciated Muni Mahendra Kumar at the Mind and Life 22nd Conference in New Delhi, India, on November 21st, 2010. Muni Mahendra has written a masterpiece. The title of the book is The Enigma of the Universe. Now, you know our former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a renowned missile scientist. He met Muni Mahendra and was so impressed by the manuscript that he planned to release the book at his own residence in Delhi. The book is a unique blending of Jain mathematics and cosmology. A detailed mathematical discussion of innumerable and infinite numbers is an innovative approach in the whole history of mathematics. He has been spearheading many conferences on peace. Explaining meditation in scientific terms is his forte. He has conducted several meditation camps. I would like to share some of the other outstanding books authored by Professor Muni Mahendra Kumar. In conclusion, don't you agree that Professor Muni Mahendra Kumar is a living legend of our time?
You all have seen that who is Muni Mahendra Kumar. He lived almost 86 years continuously, and just on Thursday he expired. He left his body for Canada, but he was great knowledgeable monk of Jain tradition. Almost the scientists, the doctors, the experts of every field were connected with him. Whenever you have seen that the conference which was organized here in 2021 at FIU, it was so successful, and we have seen that almost 10,000 viewers of that conference were there. And he was always presented in all the sections on Zoom from India. And he answered to all the questions of the scholars who participated in the particular conference. And so this was his career, and now he is not more with us. But he has written almost 60 books, almost discuss about science and Jain. And his writing is so prolific, so modern, anybody can follow and you can see that and understand. So I just pay my great salute to the master soul. I was very much blessed that he had always so much grace and confidence on me. So whenever I used to take any advice or any academic things, he was always ready, and I could organize these two conferences because of his own support, his own great support and guidance. So I'm very much indebted to Mahendra Kumarji, and he was really versatile teacher and very great scholar and very great monk of our day. So we all are just very much indebted to him, and for 2 minutes to keep silence. So we all do meditation for progress. So now to start the farewell program.
Thank you. Thank you, Pramati. Excellent video clips for my कुमार जी स्वामी जी मुनि जी अभी हम लोग थोड़ा की बोलेंगे हमारा नेक्स्ट के लिए जो प्रजा सेरेमनी का प्लान है 23rd मेरा नेक्स्ट डे but next week we ready for marriage ceremony, so everybody should be ready. Now we have a keyboard start Laksh time, please.
Everyone, we are celebrating the Dwaja change ceremony on April 23rd Sunday. It's a very auspicious day. So let's make this year Dwaja ceremony celebration very memorable. So we will start the giveaway for Dwaja change ceremony. 501 mark, 501 mark, Dwaja change ceremony. 501 mark, 501 mark. And when you take this Dwaja at your home, this Dwaja, thousands of people come in the center, and this is like an antenna that attract the positive vibration and make the temple very vibrant and peacefully. When I look at on everybody's face, everybody is so good and quiet here in the temple. So this Dwaja, you will take it to your home. There are thousands of people have the darshan karao, and you will keep this Dwaja at your home and bring in the house happiness, prosperity, and vitality to your house. So next, who wants to take their Praja their home? 501 month. 501 month. 501 month. 501 month. And we will give others on 16th of April. So support your center. So 501 month. 501 month. And these Dhaja, the new Dhaja we have is come from India. And the Guru Maharaj, they do all the mantra and એમના વાસસ્કેપના પૂજા કરી હોય તો that Dhaja is amantrik છે. So who wants to take that Dhaja their home? It's like a symbol. When you have Dhaja in your house, it's like a symbol. This is like a temple in your house. So thousands of people આમના પર દર્શન કરાય છે. So who is the Bhagyashali? 701 mark. Five, somebody five. 600?
Is option bidding.
601 mark. 601 mark. 601 mark. 601 mark. Views आपको आवाज आ रहा है ना सर? 601 mark. 601 mark. 801 mark. 801 mark. In India, we have so many temples. When you go to the Paritana, there's a temple, but we cannot reach to all the temple. Always get to the Dhajan and Namajaram, and that's like Ankela. Positive vibration. So this is the treasure of positive vibration. David bhai, awaaz આવે છે ત્યાં? બોલો ભાગ્યશાળી, who wants to take the Dhaja home? That's right. 901 month. 901 month. 901 month. Our now Parikara Nimal 1001 month. 1001 month. 1001 month. 1001 month. And when you take this Dhaja, Allah તમે લેશો તો સકલ સંઘ will welcome you and your family. આપણે અહીં કરેલી procession વડગોળો નીકળશે અને we will welcome everybody. You will do the અષ્ટપ્રકારી પૂજા, શાંતિ કળશ તમે કરીશો, તમને મંગળ દીવો મળશે અને તમારા family member ત્યાં જઈને ધજા ચેન્જ મળશે. It's a package deal. 901 માં 1001. 1001. 1001 month. બોલો ભૈયા 1001 month. 1001 month. તમને અવાજ આવે છે? I'm not used to microphone. 1001 month. 1401 month. 1401 month. તમને સકળ સંઘ વેલકમ કરશે તમારા ફેમિલીને. તમે અષ્ટ પ્રકારની પૂજા, શાંતિ કળશ, મંગળ દીવો. It's a great. I mean, this is the treasure of the positive vibration. Take it home, no? 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 month. 1401 month. Mohit always explained what are the symbols of the Dhaja color, what is the meaning of the red and white matter. He always explained in our Jain center the Aryan Bhagwan. when we look at the Daja and we can see, for example, earlier when we put one red one cat in upper and one there positive energy comes to your house. So next one. So we will continue. Yeah.
So one more announcement, for the Mavi Jayanti sponsorship, we have this outside. So if you want to put your name, please put the name, today is the last day. We're gonna publish the list on Mavi Jayanti day. So make sure that your name is there.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the whole Jain community, I'm going to speak English and Hindi because we have some American colleagues. Just wanted to talk and give thanks to Shamiji. Shamiji has been here for so long in order to guide us, in order to do the spiritual background for our Jain community. Especially during COVID, I think my voice is pretty loud, I can speak it out. Zoom में नहीं सुनाई देगा इसमें. So, especially during COVID, when we were under such stress situations, especially during COVID, we heard about mental health of a lot of people who were working from home. A lot of Jain community members lost their jobs, and so many things that have happened. Living together for so long under one roof. A lot of people used to go to office, but during COVID, we were all at home. So we got the spiritual guidance from Shamiji, and we had a lot of functions at FIU. FIU students have benefited from her. And what I would like to say on behalf of the Jain community, thank you, Shamiji, for all your guidance. Although the past year I have not been there for any kind of help to you, but I'm sorry for that. But I would really appreciate if you could tell us what we will do after you are gone and while we have new Shamijis. What is your guidance from? What is your guidance for us? Don't you will get more nobody. I will speak in the 8th. We just want to let you know that we want to take words, once you are gone, when we are able to have new Shamijis, what is your guidance for us in the meantime? And one thing I want to tell you, I always heard from you, the bhavna of the Jain community has always been for you, although there has been some miscommunication, misunderstanding regarding reaching out to you, but the bhavna of the whole Jain community has been there in order to serve you. So this is my that is the program Kusumji has made. So I'm just speaking on behalf of the village. Thank you so much. Now to start. Go. Start.
Remember you.
बरसाए थे तुम बरसाए थे तुम मन की बगिया में तुम सरसाए थे तुम सरसाए थे तुम यादों के गमले सजाए लेके जाना जो मुझे आगे बढ़ने प्रस्ताव देता
Now I would like to request the head children to please come on a few words for the next. Thank you.
And we are demand. The sadness that we are here, we favor to our family. She has been with us for 4 years, and she's been a leader in the dance studies program in the Florida International University. One thing very special about Samali Jain is we were trying to put us whatever doubts we had in our mind, and we always need to get a very cogent and very lucid answer to those doubts. Our knowledge of Jain scriptures is phenomenal. And not only knowledge, but understanding and the way to convey to us what's the mind. I said why we should have any respect for example, Lord Krishna or Rama, because they have fears, they have caused so much news. But he said, but they have to do Raj Dharma also. And Raj Dharma also requires that the So many such instances has turned out. And just a few years back, 2 years now, the international camp. So you also saw in the Mahendra Priest documentary, she was instrumental and a moving spirit behind holding the international Jain scientific philosophical conference in FI. And so much was her influence all over the world that we could get Indian ambassador to be the chief guest in that conference. The conference was attended by at any time. I mean, we had a Zoom because it was COVID time. We had a Zoom meeting, and we had a limit of number of people who could attend the Zoom meeting at the same time. And all throughout the people are waiting to get in. I think people from I don't know, from tens of countries all over the world and thousands of people attend, and many of them very well-known scientists. I remember Professor Bhandari, who was chief in the physical research lab in India, and he was in the conference, and now he has joined. He is researching on realism and scientific principles with some of his blessing and some of his guidelines. So I know that we cannot hold on to something like selfie only for ourselves. And no matter where she goes, she'll be a leader there, and she'll work in advancement of Jain studies and for the benefit of Jain community everywhere. I honestly, sincerely believe that we are all we must have done lots of good karma in our life, in our past lives, so that we could get somebody coming back in India to have a darshan of sadhu the Swamijis was a big privilege, was a very difficult thing. And here we have Swamijis amongst us, giving answers to our question, helping us, taking part in our activity. So we are very fortunate, and we all should understand it and make sure that new Swamiji who comes, he can carry on with the same mission. The Swamijis they have been leaders all throughout. Everything that we have done in Florida International University has been spearheaded by them. And they're always working with the students. That's what they need. The FI yesterday also told them Bhavik there. They said that they work immensely hard. The chair there said very person said that I don't work even half as hard. And she's always helping students. And starting from the day one, the Swamijis have been leaders, they have been doing it. And the good thing is, when we started the program under Swamiji's leadership in FI, this was the first endowed Jain professorship anywhere in US, and our only goal was to introduce Jain to American academia, to US students, and to our kids also. Because the kids don't listen to their parents, but they listen to the professor. So that was our only aim to just somehow introduce Jainism in a US university. And now we have 40 different universities in the US that has Jain studies program. So the seed that the subject is sown with the constant hard work, the constant watering and fertilizing our minds, it has now become a big thing all over the world. So thank you very much. We hope we have your blessing and help in all our future endeavors. And
I'd like to request Dr. Meeta Rajan to please take few words for committee. She is, since beginning committee is here, she's to be classes and everything. She do the both these since beginning many years. Meeta and Rupalta, both is together many years.
When I was growing up, I was at public school. My parents sent me to public classes, and without maybe trying to away, to have a speech. I didn't realize that today I haven't prepared anything, but I feel so obligated that I have to tell communities how much I'm indebted to them. It's not just me. I think I speak on behalf of everyone who has listened to communities. When I first started these lectures that communities have non-stop without any, I know communities at some point they were sick, it didn't matter. They still gave those lectures to us. So I remember when I first started, there were no words that I knew. Anantam Bandi, I didn't know that word. And I thought, these are very difficult words to remember. What am I going to do with the lack of knowledge? Along the course of listening to all the lectures, we realized it doesn't matter that I know these words, I don't know. The fact is, we've all started on the journey. And the fact is that every passing day, we learn something new. After learning, it is more important that we actually practice it. And I think both the communities have done that. Every day, and I'm going to use these words because I feel excited that I know those words. Manan or Chintan. So to think, to be mindful, to understand, okay, this is what I'm doing right and this is what I'm not doing. Or this is what I'm doing wrong and I can correct it. Little things like the 48 minutes of the vessels. I didn't practice it. To put the vessels away, to wash it. I've started doing it. I'm not doing it 7 days a week, but I've started. So I'm happy that my journey is in the right direction. Studying for these lectures and taking the test. Communities have told us many times that if you don't want to, as in whoever's listening to the lecture, if you don't want to, you don't have to take those tests. But we all felt obligated because that is the way we're going to learn. And without that knowledge, I think there's no practice. We don't practice. I have started sharing what I know, and I'm going to use another word, which is Puli. Okay, that's a fun word, and I'm like, okay, this is a good word, but I can tell this to my patients too. So I'm not using that word Puli with my patients, but I said practice what makes perfect. So the 4 years have been wonderful. With the pandemic, there's a big advantage. There's a lot of disadvantages that came by, but the big advantage was the Zoom meetings. So even though I have not come to the temple as regularly as I had done in the past, with all the Zoom meetings we've attended, the lectures, which also means once communities go to Houston, there's no disconnect. We still have those Zoom meetings that we can follow. We can still continue our journey. And this is one big journey that takes us to our next life. And I think forever indebted. Thank you very much. Thank you. But I feel like I'm very obligated that I have to say how lucky I am to be part of this community and to have everything here with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now I put this
I just want to start with saying that from 97, when the Jain Center started getting built, we are so much blessed that we started having a Shramdeji in our place through FIO. And one after the other, every Shramdeji came along, they brought something different, like all different flowers, beautiful, beautiful for us to learn. We did not take that much advantage of them, but we should, because today what I see is all the people who are here, I hope they come more often and they get best out of it, because the word Guru comes from who is darkness, Guru is who can bring out us from darkness. So these are our Guru lives. Because the fifth Sthapana was done by our Dipankar, and this is the third pair of them. Yes, we should learn from them. And one thing I want to say that in last 4 years I have learned from them, which is the new young adults. They can learn a lot because their class is about the science and ahimsa, which I am making right now. In Pragyatma Sutra, all the sutras or Agam, we know about Bible, we know about Quran, we talk about the Ramayana, Mahabharata, but we don't know the Agam's names. How many of you know 32 Agam's name or even 10 Agam's name? Forget about reading it. So these are the people who are expert into it, who teaches us. He brought the Bhagavati Sutra here, he teaches there, he teaches the Pragyatma Sutra here. They are all on the Zoom. We can do there, we can take the exam. and we would not how much we can know. I'm really, really thankful that you taught us science and vegetarianism, science and ahimsa, Pratyabhna Sutra, right goals, all those things which we all should know by heart, but we don't. And we have a chance and we are hoping that they will continue with us and whatever you give us, that's really, really, I'm really important of my heart. I'm really a student. And I really think this, they say.
Might be George will speak some words. George. Yeah. Would you like to speak some words? Yeah. Yes.
It's a pleasure being here.
The whole family of Valeria is very dedicated to all our things, but whatever we are organizing or doing anything here at FIU, especially both the sons, they are bigger, completely bigger, and couldn't believe it. So we should learn from these people that how they are following veganism so strictly, so compassionate. They are taking care of the ants which are coming on our state. They don't walk without seeing them ground. So that this family is very ideal family for us. They are always ready to organize the program. If both the sons are always ready. Yesterday it was Good Friday. We couldn't believe that these people can be available for us. But you can see that the mother was only in the temple church, and both the sons were with us. So they always stand for us to organize any event at FI, or they are always ready to help us to even vacuum or vacate the apartment or any other thing need any help. They are always, the whole family is ready. So much. And they also come for giving coaching. You cannot imagine because they are vegan, so we can fix from anyone.
Yeah, I was just telling my wife yesterday.
Yes.
I said they are the real Jains. We are Jains because we are born as Jain.
Yeah.
We grew up as Jain.
They-
They studied it, internalized it, and practiced. Gyan, darshan, charisma, तीनों से move forward.
Setting example.
They are the real Jains.
they are people.
Well, I'll go along exactly that. Mine was not vegan, they made me. So, they brought that and compassion. So we've been vegan now for probably 10 years. And, it was their problem, it was my wife and myself, she did today. To teach them, she was at the church.
Alex,
But not doing that, it's great. You can equally, it's not that difficult. There were things that I had to give up, which was difficult, but that was difficult. So it's a pleasure being here with you all. We do have something we've got to do this afternoon, so, but thank you all very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I apologize for not being with the rest of it. I've got a lot of work that I'm doing that's still keeping me pretty busy, so. But it was a pleasure meeting you, and I hope we'll see you before you.
thank you.
Yes.
They are strict to them. Vegan, both the sons.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so we grew up both in a Christian household and also we would go to if you ask them, my mother would take us to home, so we had a dual religious upbringing. And it was all in for something because of Green Party and that was all. That we made more fun because Christianity was the most country, we always felt the people to become. Green Party is different things, we all have spoken. Now it's spoken, and then when we learned about Jainism, then we were like, wow, this is the next step, this is so beautiful. And in fact, when I was in college, it was the very University of FIU. Once I heard FIU had Jain nuns teaching, I was like, that's where I'm going. And I had one of those Professor Steve Boats, And it's just been, Jain is such a lot. We went to India and Rajasthan to Jain we knew. And we met Rukmini and Satya and became lifelong friends. When they came to FIU afterwards, we were. Like the Jain community as a whole is part of our family. We're very happy to be a part of it. It is with our lives and done so much for us. And I think some of you know. So we talked about something yeah, thank you. Rania, yes, sorry. Excuse me. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for being here with us and all the work that you've done to truly make your and FIU, to spread Jainism, veganism, one as a whole, and truly change that. Because of your efforts, Alex and I will make sure that whenever there's an event, it needs to be done as long as we are within the area, we will be there to assist and help in any way we can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can see Mandami Namansa. Okay. Here people are very much curious that how many foreign people have converted into vegetarianism or veganism. So they are living examples. If you see here. Okay.
Anyone want to come about veganism? 3 easy questions.
So everybody will follow here. Young guys. And become vegan. Is it? Okay, Professor Naulakar is coming to some few words. Professor Shekhar Hansari is also here. Neeraji is also here. 4 professors from FIU are available here.
Everyone. I don't know how many of you know that Shamji arrived in and he arrived here in 2010. I think she was here. One Margaret professorship was started in 2010. She has been with us for a very long time, guiding us all through teaching us, obviously, just as we from every one of you. Some of the things that we don't see, there were Jain meetings every week, different groups. And she used to go to all those meetings and conduct those meetings. And because of her, I think when I say because of her, it's not just this community, but it's all communities. They just continue this practice all the time. And the foundation was laid by Swami Charitra and Swami Charitra. So we are all extremely indebted to her. FIU would not have seen the kind of success that we are seeing and the kind of success that is spread now in North America. The wisdom, Jain study, Jain professorship, I don't know how many. No, there are 40 Jain study programs, but already I think 13 or 14 have Jain professorship established. And also, of course, so we are very proud that through Swamiji's efforts, we have been able to beneficiaries in our own country. Gordami, Namaskar. Thank you very much for everything that you did for us. And we're not going anywhere. We'll be in this. We'll see you. You may come back.
Please don't get come.
So I mean,
So now Lekha was talking to learn practice language after the retirement. Can you imagine? Yes, he is so senior professor of FIU. And he supported this Jain study program when we have just come here. Now, great support and Professor Bansali is here, Professor Lecture is here, Dira is here. So all have very great force behind us to support Jain studies and environment. So Dira is coming now. It has been a great opportunity. Yeah, we moved from Tampa to. When we moved from Tampa to Miami, we met a group of Jain, I should say, believers and practitioners, and were immediately embraced into their group as a satsang group. And through that, we got introduced to the Swamijis, and then when we were at work at FIU, we understood about the church and the Zen center and all the work that is taking place there. But I know everybody has spoken about that, so I only would like to add personal indebtedness to both the Swamijis for actually first being formally introduced to Jain studies, the Jain Tattva-ism, the different Arvan, and the great fortune of being introduced to Prakrit. And we learned after that guidance, also had a good fortune of sharing that knowledge with others during the COVID time for the Zoom meetings. And her influence in inspiring people to understand Jain principles and to imbibe that into daily living. We are indebted to you. We are going to miss you, but the Zoom is there and we will always stay connected. Thank you so much. Thanks. Anybody else? You think I'm asking? How do you guys stay about like so here, yes. A community is like our God mother. And gurus, and I learned so many things from community. I will miss so much, especially my Navratri pronunciation and who was going to make it perfect. Katari and Bharadhai both are so devoted to us that she used to take care of us, even she is living so far from our apartment, so it is not easy to come, but she was always taking care of us, that how she can do something for us. And so, and I visited 3 times to her house also. Yes. And we come to Houston and see you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. The whole Miami Sun should come together, not just the one. Now, Himanshu and Geetika.
Madhyamani community. Before I start, I think I should start as a recital, which is like apt for this moment, which goes like Guru Govind do khade, kake raju paye, balihali Gurudev ki Govind liyo bataye. Which means if God and the teacher are together at your verses, who are you going to go first? It's always a Guru because she or he is the one who does about the God. So thank you for being a guiding factor as well as an influencing factor on our lives, both for the spiritual as well as our professional growth. So thank you so much. For the last 4 years, we have been really blessed to have you in our life. And from all of us, we wish you very good luck for your continued success in your spiritual journey. And secretly, I feel very excited because she's going to be part of our guide, or going to be a guiding factor for our life for the next phase as well. So thank you so much, Sandeep. And Jai Jain, everyone. I wasn't supposed to speak, she was supposed to speak, but she walked out at the last minute. So I'm here staring at you aimlessly. I don't know what to say, but I'll try something. So for the last 10 years, Jain Center has been an integral part of our life, both spiritually as well as socially. And we have created so many memories out of here, so which we are going to keep for the rest of our lives. But the time has dawned upon us to say goodbye, which I always feel is the most difficult part. But since we are moving to Houston, we want to wish you all the good luck and continued success of this Jain Center. And hopefully we'll continue to make progress towards imparting the teachings of Jainism in the future as well. And if you are always in Houston or whenever you are in Houston, feel free to come to our house. We'll always be welcoming you. And thank you so much for having us as a part of this family. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Sanjeev. I just want to thank everyone, each one of you, for us to be a part of this family. I know that we are going to leave one family and be a part of another family, but I have made many memories here, and I know everybody, and I'm going to miss everything.
But we have visited for a longer period, their home, and we have found that how Ilika, she is so young and she might have already worked in the glamoring, filmy world already when she was not married. Instead of that, she is not affected by any. Okay, you can see she is so strict in religion, in values, in vegetarianism, and non-violence. You cannot imagine how she's teaching her young kids from very morning that they should pray to God first, go to do prayer of morning, night. So these young couple, they are so committed to Jain life, Jain culture. They are ideal. So they have shown very good dedication throughout 4 years. We have seen their dedication, how they are taking care of us, and whenever we want to visit their house, they are always available for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your
Yeah, so in Corona time, we stayed 15 days at her home.
and
She has young, what is a very small kids, instead of that, she took care of her. What's what? Himanshu is also so much dedicated.
I would like to say which harm it the entire Sangha Samiji, if no need and no need, there was any peace feeling, we want to say which harm the crowd.
Now, Indira is moving to Houston to welcome us there. Now, happy. So,
Now, as well like to say a few words. Basically, we need to definite, educated member, experienced member, experience.
Respected community members. While serving in the committee of JCSF, I was fortunate enough to connect with Samiji since Southern South. And then after that, I joined the church and I got more close with Samiji. So one thing I would say I learned from Samiji is adoption, tolerance, and accountability. कोई भी परिस्थितियों में से कैसे पार निकलना, मैं कभी भी कुछ बोलती हूँ तो दोनों ऐसे करो, दोनों के मैं कभी भी फोन करती हूँ तो ऐसे क्या तो गुरु है, गुरु का जो भाव होता है वो पॉजिटिवली हमारे में, मुझे वो कहानी या कविता नहीं आती है, but this is coming from my heart. I was able to serve, to serve, and with their guidance, I joined and I learned a lot. I learned कैसे ये संस्थाएं चलती है, कैसे ये करना होता है. And frankly speaking, I also got connected with Educational Academy, which is FIO. So I learned both the nature of different organizations and how to get coordinated, how to get incentives. And that's due to the Samiji. So I will say thank you. हम ऐसे बोलेंगे डेफिनेटली समिति जा रहे हैं, बट हम विश करेंगे कि यही समिति 4 साल के बाद आए, दूसरों को भी हम करते रखना चाहते हैं, बट हम ऐसा भी चाहते हैं कि आप भी हों. And I'm a strict in person कि हम सब भोजली वालों को समिति की ओर से, जब की ओर से और मेरी ओर से, और आज वो हमारी भोजली कोऑर्डिनेटर नहीं है, उसकी ओर से भी मैं सबको थैंक यू बोलना चाहती हूँ। काफी लोगों ने, I wouldn't be able to take one person's name or only 2 people. I would say whole Jain community, non-Jain community, Americans have joined to do their Gojis, do their seva. Because of उनके अच्छे भाव से हम जुड़ते हैं. So I would like to say thank you to all Jain communities, non-Jain communities, Goji volunteers. इतने सारे नाम हैं तो I think बाकी में फिर टिक गया होगा. अभी क्या नाम लोग लेता हूँ. So just want to say thank you on behalf of Sami ji. और सनी जी आप वापस फ्यूचर में आए और हमको वापस जुड़ने का मौका मिले, इसके लिए थैंक यू।
Everybody take 1 minute or half minute, we have still many people is going on. So please now Mursane and then Rashmi and then Lakshmi. Lakshmi you come last, then after again start the keyboarding for 2 minutes and we conclude our probably program, correct? Yes. Although not here to say few words, but we have anyway, my speech is not going in this time, Samiji, sorry about that. But after मैं farewell नहीं करूँगी, मैं आपका बहुमान करूँगी. So this is completely different, and now this is going on. No, no. आप बोलना.
I just have one thing to say. I did not take much advantage of their teachings and all of that, but what I did learn a lot, just know what it is, how they encourage, how they are living. And just a very small example, just today when we were coming in a car and we say, maybe a lot of answers. The government of the it just shows that level of, oneness within themselves. And that is so beautiful in so many different ways. When I used to do poetry, and that time I would just be there and talk to them, and it's just so many different ways. What you watch is that it is not just their academic learning, but what they are actually in their life, and how just watching them you learn. That this is how you should be. This is what it is, that this is what the scriptures are saying, that what you are based on that you function. And that you see so many times I have noticed. It's just so hard for me to compile all that because 30 seconds gone already. So, but it's really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to learn for me from you all. So, my pranam. Thank you. This is to summarize the sentiment of the whole group. Guru ke dhyan ka tika mere mastak pe lag jaye. Guru ke dhyan ka tika mere मैं कुछ सोचूं न समझूं गुरु के सच्चा मेरी ગુજરાતી બોલું છું બધા ગુજરાતી આરાધ્ય દેવના ચરણમાં વંદન
આદરણીય સમયશ્રી ઉપસ્થિત થાય નથી. અમે આજે કામ માંગી રહ્યા હતા હસ્તની કામ અને એમ કે પ્રશ્ન પૂછ્યો તમને સમયશ્રી માયાવી કેમ લાગ્યું એનો આન્સર આપું છું. એક આ સ્ટોરી માટે એક બની નથી બહુ રીચ હતી એને પૈસાનો બહુ ઘમંડ હતો એ બહુ મોટું મકાન પણ હતું. એક દિવસ એક છોકરો બહુ મોટી હવેલી જોઈને આવે છે અને કહે છે મને બહુ ભૂખ લાગી છે તો મને ખાવાનું તો એ બહુ કંજૂસ હતા તમારાથી મોટા હતા એટલા માટે આવી કે જોવે છે એ બધા ભણીતર કહે છે મને ભૂખ લાગે છે ત્યારે આમની સીઝન કે ત્યારે આખી સાખી સીઝન કેરી સુકાય તો કેરી સીઝન હતી ટોપી ઉતરી હતી પણ એક કેરી નાખી એ છોકરો બહુ મોટી ઓપરેશન પાસે કેસને ખાતો ત્યારે બેન પૂછે છે છોકરા બેટા અને કેવી કેવી લાગી કે સો એટલે એનો મતલબ સો
ઠીક ઠીક
ઠીક ઠીક એટલે બેન પૂછે છે ઠીક ઠીક મતલબ સો એક છોકરો કહે છે તમારી સામે એક કેવી સારી હોત તો તમે આપત રહેશો ખરાબ હોત તો ખાતું એ માયાની ખરાબ હોત તો
ઠીક
માયાની લોકો બહુ સરસ છે કે વિશેષતા મને લાગી અહીંના લોકો જૈન એકતા બહુ સરસ છે બધાએ સંપ્રદાય સાથે મળીને પર્યુષણ કરે છે પ્રતિક્રમણ કરે છે બીજું મને એનું સાંભળ વેધર બહુ સરસ છે બાકીનું વેધર પણ માયાની વસ્તુ એટલે એ મને બહુ સારું લાગ્યું અને ત્રીજું એનું આકર્ષણ કેન્દ્ર શું છે સબ સેન્ટર से खास करके मायामी प्रवास सब सेंटर से खास में मायामी प्रवास आकर्षण का केंद्र है यूनिक के खास सब सेंटर यानी अमेरिकाમાં સમજી એટલે ચાર સેન્ટર છે ઓર્લેન્ડો હિસ્ટન ન્યુજર્સી અને માયામી એક નીચેમાં છે લંડનમાં તો પાંચ સેન્ટર અમારા દેશમાં છે સમજીના એમાં દરેક સેન્ટર મને ખાસ કેમ લાગ્યું સેશન માયામી લાગ્યું કેમ કે અહીં એફઆઈ છે એફઆઈ ના માધ્યમથી સમજી શું કરે છે જૈન ધર્મ પ્રચાર પ્રસાર કરી રહ્યા છે એમાં અમને પણ સૌભાગ્ય મળ્યું અને મને એની સાથે આપણે જેટલી સાથે મને તો નથી આવડતી પણ સમયની ચેતન પ્રક્રિયા બધું જે પણ આપણે લેખા છાત્રો સમય ચેતન પ્રક્રિયા છે ગુરુદેવના માધ્યમથી કેવી તમારા છે સુપર હાઉસ ત્યાંથી અમે પાવર અનુભવીએ છીએ એ પાવરના માધ્યમથી અમારામાં એનર્જી આવે છે એ એનર્જી અને જે સાક્ષાત અને ચૈતન્ય પ્રક્રિયામાં એટલા હાર્ડ વર્કર છે એફઆઈ માં 5 કોર્સ ભણાવે છે એમ છતાં આપણે 3 કોર્સ કમ્યુનિટી માટે તમે જોયું કે આપણે સૂત્ર વિધિકાની ભાગે ખબર છે પ્રત્યાત્મક સૂત્ર એ થશે એ રિલેટેડ અહિંસા અને સાયન્સ અને હવે માઈમાં જેનેટિક સાયન્સ સેન્ટર એ પણ કોર્सेस આપતા પાડે છે ત્રણ કોર્સ એ વિચારે છે કે યુનિવર્સિટીના લોકોને લાભ મળે પણ આપણા કમ્યુનિટીના લોકોને પણ લાભ મળે એટલા માટે બહુ પ્રયાસ કરી રહ્યા છે બહુ સંગઠિત છે પરિણામ કાંઈ જલ્દી જેટલું થાય બાકી બધો શ્રમ તમે ચેતન કરે છે જો હું કરું છું એ પણ એમને જ પ્રેરણા છે કેમ કે કોરોના તો પછી આવ્યો એના પહેલા અમે ઝૂમથી ક્લાસ ચાલુ કરી આપણે આપણે બધા ક્લાસ આવે છે મારો ઝૂમથી બાકી લોકો બહુ ઓછા આવે છે ભાવના બેન ગીતા એ બધા રૂપા કોકરની મમ્મી એ કિલોમીટરથી આવે છે સ્કૂલમાં તો એમાં બધાની પેલો મેં સૌથી પ્લસ માર્ક છે આ છે જીવ આજે જો આજે મહાપ્રજ્ઞાની પ્રતિ છે 25 બોર્ડનો નોલેજ છે એ અમે ભણાવ્યું એ પણ આમ પ્રેરણા આપી પછી મને કે હવે 100 પણ ભણાવ એ તમે હજી પણ ભણે છે અને હજી બનવો
તો એ પણ મેં સારું કોઈ બતાવીને પ્રેરણા આપી. તો જે પણ હું કરું છું એ પણ બતાવીને પ્રેરણા આપે છે કે આ કોને પણ લાભ મળે. એમને ખાલી આપણે એમનો ખાલી પોતે જ કરીને આપણે પણ કાંઈ કરીએ એવું નહીં કે આપણે એમ જ કરવાનું. તો આપણે પણ એમ લોકોને શીખવાડીએ એ લોકો જૈન ધર્મને આપણે બધા આપણે નહીં શીખવાડીએ જૈન ધર્મ પણ આગળ થાય. તો મને પણ એના સરસ લાગ્યા. હમણાં હું જોઉં છું કે 17 વર્ષથી 70 યરથી સામે કન્ટિન્યુ માયની સેન્ટરમાં છે. બાકી બધા સેન્ટર બંધ કરવાની ત્યારે પણ આજે સ્વયં શું કીધું માયાની સેન્ટર સામેથી માટે છે એ સેન્ટર બંધ ક્યારે ત્યાં અહીંયા પણ હંમેશા સામેથી આવશે. તો કેટલી બધી ગુરુદેવની પણ કૃપા છે તમારી સેન્ટર કે સમયથી એવરી ટાઈમ અહીંયા રહેશે. સમયજી કેમ કે અહીં કઈ છે એવું શકે છે એક વર્ષ ક્યારે પણ બંધ ન કરી શકાય. એટલા માટે ગુરુદેવ પર કૃપા કરાવી સમયજી અહીંયા રહેશે. દરેક સેન્ટર ગુરુદેવ મહાન હોય છે. तीन खंड में हम लोग के लिए दूसरे बड़ों में कोई करतासन करे चार खंड लाओ तो दूसरी बड़ी कोई नहीं. तो આપણે સૌભાગ્યશાળી છીએ કે આપણને આવો જૈન શાસ્ત્ર મળ્યું છે. આ જૈન શાસ્ત્રમાં આપણે બધાથી વધારે આપણે કેવી રીતે આગળ વધી શકીએ બીજાને કેવી રીતે ધર્મનો આપણે પ્રેરણા આપી શકીએ એના માટે આપણે પ્રયાસ કરીએ. અને 4 વર્ષની બધા એ દોરાન ભારતની બધી સમિતિ તરફથી કોઈ પણ તમને કાંઈ કીધું કોઈ કાર દીધો તમારું વચન કાંઈ બધા કોઈ પણ ભારત દેશની ભાવના થયેલી અલગ પ્રમાણે છે. અને બધાનું ઘણું શુભકામના આપું છું. અમે પણ ધર્મ પ્રચાર શક્તિ આવે કે હું પણ તમારા કરી શકું એ સાથે ઓમ
Swamiji, there are 75 Jain centers in North America. Very few are very fortunate to have constant presence of Swamiji. I think Jain Center of South Florida is very fortunate. You are always here, somebody and somebody. So we thank you for that and wish you all the best for you. We are at 1401 mark. 1401 mark. Rajani ceremony, 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401. And we will give Adesh on Sunday on Mavijanti. So talk to your family member. And who wants to take this job? It's like a practice, it's a symbol of temple where you're wrong. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401 mark. 1401. Anybody? Otherwise, we will give Adesh on next Sunday. Okay. Thank you.
આજે આપણે સ્વામી ગુરુવંદન કરીશું. ટિકુતોના પાઠ સ્વીકારનો કરીશું.
Kudo Vandami Samare Kalya Anugalam Devina Jain Vajra
Should I explain?
Yes.
तो आज वैसे टाइम तो काफी हो गया है और सभी लंच ब्रेक भी कर रहे होंगे। बट चलिए हम पिछले 4 वर्षों से व्यायाम में निरंतर काम कर रहे हैं, आपसे जुड़े हुए हैं। इसलिए मैंने आज का एक प्रोग्राम विशेष चाहा था कि आज के साथ हम भी कुछ कम्युनिटी जिस रूप में हमारी सेवा कर रही है तो हमें भी कुछ वर्ड्स कहने के लिए अवसर मिलना चाहिए और इसीलिए ये प्रोग्राम विशेष रूप से प्लान किया गया था। तो हमें कहेंगे कि माया में विशेष रूप से भाग्यशाली है इस मामले में, जैन सेंटर भाग्यशाली है और एम्पायर भाग्यशाली है कि आचार्य श्री महाश्रमण जी की इस परिस्थिति कृपा है जिसके कारण से बिना मांगे समझिए आपको प्राप्त होते हैं, बिना मांगे। बाकी को प्रयास करना, बाकी सब लोग अपनी ओर से इनवाइट करते हैं और इनवाइट करने के लिए भी एक बार के लिए सोचते हैं कि हम रोज हर वर्ष बुला पाएंगे या नहीं बुला पाएंगे, क्योंकि फाइनेंस मैटर होता है और इतने लंबे समय के लिए बुलाने का तो कोई सोच ही नहीं सकता है। तो ये आप ये सोचिए कि आपको ये वायु का एक बहुत बड़ा बेनिफिट मानव समाज को मिल रहा है कि बिना एक पैसे खर्च किए समझिए आपको मिलते हैं, निरंतर मिलते हैं, 12 मास मिलते हैं। समझ लीजिए हम पिछले 4 सालों में पैंडेमिक के कारण से भारत नहीं जा पाए, तो हम समर में भी यहाँ रहे, विंटर में भी यहाँ रहे, स्प्रिंग में भी आपके यहाँ रहे और इन 4 सालों के दौरान हमने देखा कि यहाँ के परिवार इस तरह से समझिए के प्रति इतना डेडिकेशन रखते हैं, इतना डिवोशन है कि पैंडेमिक के समय में भी अगर शशि भाई और कुसुम जी हमें न भी पूछे तो समाज हमारे लिए रेडी था कि कभी भी भोजली या पानी के लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुई। तो वो शशि भाई कुसुम जी अपनी ओर से अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी विशेष रूप से समझते हैं, नाहटा जी मधु जी जो है विशेष रूप से अपनी समझते हैं कि सभी जी हैं तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, किंतु इनको कभी पूछने या जानने की जरूरत नहीं रहती है क्योंकि समाज उसी तरह से जुड़ा हुआ है जिस तरह से ये हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं। तो ये जो डेडिकेशन हमने समाज के अंदर देखा वो निश्चित रूप से बहुत प्रशंसनीय है, स्तुत्य है और इस तरह का जो सामंजस्य है चारों संप्रदायों का या सभी जो भी जैन नाम से यहाँ पर है, सभी आपस में जिस तरह से मिल करके रहते हैं और एकता के साथ काम करते हैं, ये अपने आप में एक बड़े विशाल है। सब जगह हम बहुत सारे सेंटर्स हैं कि तो वहाँ अलग अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, लोग डिवाइड है एक तरह से, मायावी डिलाइटेड यूनिफाइड इस मामले में ये यूनिकनेस है मायावी जेल का बैठने और इस यूनिकनेस को हमेशा आपको बनाए रखना। हमारे दिमाग में किसी तरह का कोई भी डिस्टिंक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए, सब मिलकर के काम करें। अलग अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाए जाते हैं अलग अलग उद्देश्य को अचीव करने के लिए, जैसे ऐसे समाज को कनेक्ट कर सकता है, समाज को यूनाइटेड कर सकता है, समाज के संस्कारों को सुरक्षित कर सकता है, जैन संस्कृति और जैन मूल्यों की सुरक्षा कर सकता है। ये बहुत बड़ा दायित्व जैसी एसएफ के ऊपर होता है और वो अपनी ओर से बहुत अच्छी तरह से ये कर रहे हैं। सभी संप्रदायों को एकजुट रखते हैं, सबको बराबर इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं और हम जब कभी कुछ भी कहते हैं तो यहाँ पर जो भी प्रेसिडेंट बार सोनल जी रहे, इस बार आप भारती जी हैं और इनकी पूरी टीम जो भी है इसी लेवल और वर्तमान में अपने प्रदेश भाई हैं जो कि एक्टिव रूप में अभी प्रेसिडेंट के रूप में काम कर रहे हैं। हमने देखा इनका हमारे पूरा सपोर्ट है, कभी कुछ भी छोटा सा भी हमने चेंज करने को चेंज भी कर दिया। मैंने कहा लेक्चर सीरीज रखनी है और वो भी 12 महीने, इतना बड़ा सपोर्ट किसी संस्था से मिलना बहुत नामुमकिन है। पर मैंने देखा कि सोनल जी थे या उस समय भारती जी बात आए होंगे या भारती जी के समय चला वहाँ पे भी लेक्चर सीरीज भारती जी आए, सो हमने देखा 12 महीने लेक्चर सीरीज चल रही है। जूम की फैसिलिटी प्रैक्टिशनर हमेशा तैयार रहते हैं, कभी भी हम कॉल करते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक एग्जाम के लिए, तो हमेशा रेडी रहते हैं। तो इतना बड़ा सपोर्ट मिला, जिससे इतनी सुंदर लेक्चर सीरीज चली, इतने बड़े बड़े स्कॉलर साइंटिस्ट लेक्चर सीरीज के साथ ज्वाइन हुए, इससे आप समाज को भी लाभ मिला, प्लस एक लेक्चर सीरीज महत्वपूर्ण लेक्चर सीरीज भी हुई थी। और फिर बाद में हमने यहाँ इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का सोचा, यहाँ पर इस तरह से करेंगे, क्योंकि पैंडेमिक चल रहा था। पैंडेमिक में इन पर्सन किसी को बुलाना बड़ा खतरा था और बहुत बड़ा एक्सपेंस भी चाहिए था उस कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए। तो हमने पहली बार जूम से सोचा था कि इतना ये सक्सेसफुल होगा या नहीं होगा, कल्पना नहीं थी। किंतु FIU जैसा जो है कहना चाहिए प्लेटफॉर्म मिलना भी बहुत शक्तिशाली लोगों को संभव हो सकता है। इस तरह का यूनिवर्सिटी सिस्टम है, इतना एकेडमिक चाहे वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम हो, दोनों का इतना गहरा सपोर्ट है। हम जब कभी छोटे से छोटे किसी भी ऑफिस में चले गए, बड़े से बड़े किसी भी ऑफिसर के पास चले गए, all are ready to help in all the matters। तो ये FIU का इतना बड़ा सपोर्ट, और आप देखेंगे कॉन्फ्रेंस के टाइम में यूनिवर्सिटी ने 25,000 व्यूअर्स उस कॉन्फ्रेंस को अटेंड कर सके, उतने कोर्सेज खोल रखे, और 10,000 व्यूअर्स ने जो है उस कॉन्फ्रेंस को अटेंड किया, तो उन्होंने 100 टाइम्स डेटा को शेयर किया। 6 मंथ तक यूनिवर्सिटी का 8 व्यक्तियों का स्टाफ उस कॉन्फ्रेंस को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में रखा। आप एक कल्पना कर सकते हो, एक व्यक्ति को अगर आप किसी काम के लिए देते हो तो आपको सैलरी मंथली कितनी देनी होती है, और अगर 6 मंथ तक अगर 8 लोग आपके लिए काम कर रहे हैं तो क्या सैलरी होती है। तो FIU का कितना जनरस सपोर्ट है, आप कल्पना नहीं कर सकते। इतना बड़ा सपोर्ट मिल रहा है जैन धर्म को आगे बढ़ाने में। 4 साल के दौरान लगभग 350 स्टूडेंट्स हमारे कोर्स में आए। 350 स्टूडेंट्स ने जैनिज्म को इतना गहराई से पढ़ा। उनको सुनेंगे, उनके पेपर्स को देखेंगे तो आपको कल्पना नहीं होगी कि जैन धर्म को इतना डीपली उन लोग, ये बच्चे जिन्होंने जैन शब्द पहली बार सुन रहे हैं, जैनिज्म नाम तो सुनने का सवाल नहीं। ये इतना अननोन रिलीजन है, क्योंकि हम जैन लोग टेम्पल बनाने में और देव द्रव्य के नाम से करोड़ों देने को तैयार हैं, किंतु भगवान की शिक्षा को आगे बढ़ाने में सोचते हैं। जब तक आप समाज को स्प्रेड नहीं करोगे, करोगे क्या मैसेज दिया, तो ये टेम्पल कब आपके हाथ से निकल जाएंगे, ये मूर्तियां कब आपके हाथ से निकल जाएंगी, आप उसको सोच नहीं पाएंगे। और ये आपके सामने भी घटनाएं हो भी रही है, जगह जगह टेम्पल से चोरी भी हो रही है, मूर्तियों की चोरी हो रही है। सो ये मनी भी जा रहा है। तो हमें ये इतनी प्रेशियस इंडिया में हम देखते हैं कि इतने बड़े बड़े टेम्पल बना रखे हैं और आज भी बन रहे हैं, इतनी प्रेशियस मूर्तियां उसमें स्टैब्लिश हो रही है, प्रतिष्ठा की जा रही है, इतना करोड़ों का मतलब लोगों ने जनरस है, लोग इतना पैसा देते भी हैं, किंतु भगवान की शिक्षा को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए सोचते हैं। जब तक आप यूनिवर्सिटी सिस्टम के अंदर नहीं जाओगे, ये शिक्षा की तरफ आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएगा। सो वर्तमान में अमेरिका में कम से कम हम कहते हैं कि FIU के सबसे स्टडी प्रोग्राम समझिए आए और शुरू किया, उससे इतना बड़ा मोमेंटम क्रिएट हुआ। पूरी यूनिवर्सिटी में जैसा ये शुरू हो चुका है, और आप आने वाले समय में देखेंगे कितने जैन स्कॉलर और रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स निकल करके पोडियम चेयर से आए। तो इसलिए जैन से मैंने इसीलिए यहाँ पर कम्युनिटी प्रोग्राम शुरू किए कि हम यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ा रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी में तो हमारे स्कॉलर्स तैयार हो रहे हैं और फॉरेनर्स जो समझते हैं कि तो हमारा ही समाज और हमारी ही यंग जनरेशन को जानती है। तो इसलिए मैंने ओपन कोर्सेज स्टार्ट किए, उसमें साइंस एंड जैन फिलॉसफी फाउंडेशन, साइंस एंड जैन फिलॉसफी करके शुरू किया मैंने। साइंटिफिक फाउंडेशन ऑफ जैनिज्म, साइंटिफिक फाउंडेशन ऑफ नॉन वायलेंस, साइंटिफिक साइंस रिलीजियस क्लासेस ऑफ जैनिज्म करके जैन स्क्रिप्चर्स, आप बाइबल कुरान वगैरह जानते हैं, आपके लिए क्या जितना मूल्य रखती है। पहले आप अपनी कल्चर को जाने, आपके पास जो प्रेशियस खजाना है नॉलेज का, वो किसी के पास नहीं, उतना गहरा ज्ञान किसी के पास, किसी ट्रेडिशन के पास नहीं। मोक्ष क्या कहते हैं, किसे कहते हैं, कर्म किसे कहते हैं, आत्मा किसे कहते हैं, कर्म के बंधन कैसे होते हैं, पुनर्जन्म क्या होता है, कर्मों से मुक्ति कैसे पाई जाती है। ये ऐसे क्वेश्चन है जिसका आंसर आपको दूसरी पर किसी कॉम्पिटेंट नहीं मिलेगा, जो जैन देता है। और इतना डीप नॉलेज स्क्रिप्चर्स में क्या है, हम उसकी सुरक्षा अगर नहीं करेंगे, उस पर कुछ वर्क नहीं करेंगे, उसको कुछ आगे नहीं बढ़ाएंगे, तो समय के साथ वो भी लॉस हो जाएगा। आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अभी जितना नॉलेज हमारे पास में है वो 25% है, हार्डली 75 लॉस हो चुका है। अगर आपने एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशन नहीं बनाए, आपने रिसर्च में जो है सपोर्ट नहीं किया, स्टूडेंट्स क्रिएट करने की सपोर्ट नहीं किया, तो ये विद्या धीरे धीरे खत्म हो जाएगी। आप ये चाहते हैं तो अच्छी बात है, अगर नहीं चाहते हैं तो इस दिशा में सोचने की आवश्यकता है। समाज को बढ़ सकते हैं, ध्यान देने की जरूरत है। देव द्रव्य के रूप में आप कितना भी इकट्ठा करो, इस दौरान हमारी शिक्षा को आगे नहीं बढ़ाए तो वो देव द्रव्य की बनी के रूप में आपके पॉकेट में रहेगा, उससे क्या कहा दिया कभी नहीं कर पाए। तो हमें इसका मूल्य समझना। एक प्रोफेसर आए थे जर्मनी से, जो विजिटिंग फैकल्टी के रूप में हमारे जैन विश्व भारती में आए थे। मेरे साथ उन्होंने जब काम किया तो एक बार मैंने उनको भेजा, वो कहीं कलकत्ता जा रहे थे, तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि हमारे कलकत्ता में हमारा चाहो तो वहाँ स्टे कर सकते थे। वो उन्होंने स्टे किया, भवन इतना बड़ा है, 5 स्टोरी, इतना बढ़िया मार्बल लगा है, अब बिल्डिंग के लिए। और वो जब आए वापस तो मैंने ऐसे जस्ट पूछा कैसे बना, क्या बना, उन्होंने कहा कि बिल्डिंग तो बहुत मार्वलस है, इतना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट किया है समाज ने कि तुम्हारा कोई इंटेलेक्चुअल डिस्कोर्स नहीं है। ये समाज करता है, करता है, बोलता है। तो उन्होंने एक बहुत बड़ी बात कही जो समाज को समझना चाहिए। उन्होंने कहा कि जिस समाज में इंटेलेक्चुअल डिक्लाइन आता है उसका कल्चरल डिक्लाइन निश्चित है। वो संस्कृति जल्दी समाप्त हो जाएगी जिसमें चिंतनशील लोग नहीं होते हैं, जो अपने धर्म पर, अपने शास्त्रों पर चिंतन मनन नहीं करते, उसको आगे बढ़ाते। तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि इंटेलेक्चुअल डिक्लाइन लीड्स टू कल्चरल डिक्लाइन। इसलिए हमें विद्या के महत्व को समझना। बिना ज्ञान की कुछ नहीं, अंधेरा है जीवन, और ज्ञान आता है शास्त्रों से। शास्त्रों को पढ़ने से हमें ये सौभाग्य मिला है कि जैन धर्म के जितने भी तीर्थंकर होते हैं वो सब केवल ज्ञानी होते हैं, और केवल ज्ञानी को क्या नहीं पता होता, और वो जीवन के उस समस्याओं पर विचार करते हैं जो कि शाश्वत समस्या है, शाश्वत इटर्नल जो प्रेडिकामेंट है उसके बारे में सोचते, जो शाश्वत सत्य है उसके बारे में बोलते, जिसको दुनिया को जिसका जल्दी से पता भी नहीं होता है। और इसीलिए लोगों को लगता है कि कठिन है, परंतु वो जिस लेवल की बात करते हैं उस लेवल की बात को समझना हमारा काम भी है, हमारा दायित्व भी है। उसे आगे बढ़ाना हमारा विशेष कर्तव्य बनता है। और शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में हमें क्या योगदान देना चाहिए, हमें सोचना चाहिए। अपने बच्चों को भी कहना चाहिए कि वो टेंशन की कोर्सेस लेना चाहिए जो एफआई पे चल रहे हैं। अभी वर्तमान में जो वो भी बहुत अच्छी है, ताकि भाषा पर उसका ज़्यादा अच्छा कमांड है, ताकि लिटरेचर भी अच्छा पढ़ती है। तो जैनिज्म के बारे में तो अभी जैसे हमारे भाषा कंप्यूटर के बड़े जो है साइंटिस्ट भाषा सीखना चाहते थे। तो अब ये चाहते हैं एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में जाएगी ताकि भाषा सीखे। तो मैंने ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर एक ग्रुप क्रिएट कर रखा है और डेरा जी हैं, डेरा जी बहुत अच्छी सम्मान है उनकी तो डेरा जी खुद की सोचेंगी कम से कम मंथ में या 2 वीक्स में एक क्लास करके समाज की लेते रहेंगे तो समाज से भी आपका कनेक्शन रहेगा। प्लस आप ये प्रोफेसर हैं चूंकि एफआईयू की ऑलरेडी, तो इनका टीचिंग स्किल भी इनके पास में हमारे के लिए। और डेरा जी ने पहली बार ये भी प्रोफेसर है एफआईयू, और इन्होंने पहले कभी प्राकृत भाषा पढ़ा या नहीं पढ़ा, का इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट हुआ, इन्होंने अच्छे से क्लास किया है और किया ही नहीं 32 आगम जैन भारती से पढ़ने के लिए। तो ये आप लोगों को पढ़िए, स्वाध्याय करिए, तत्व चिंतन करिए। तत्व चिंतन हम जो जैन परंपरा में तीर्थंकरों के द्वारा दिया हुआ है, वैसा आपको किसी ट्रेडिशन में मिलना नहीं है। तो ये हमें इतना सौभाग्य है कि हमें इस तरह का धर्म मिला है, उसका हम अवसर करें और उसके लिए जरूरी है हम स्वाध्याय करें। हमारे सिद्धांत क्या है, हमारा तत्व क्या है, हमें हम दुनिया के प्रवाह के साथ ना चले, बिल्कुल अपनी जो वैल्यूज है उसके प्रति बहुत कमिटमेंट हमारा होना चाहिए। और इसके लिए आचार्य तुलसी कहते हैं कि मुसलमानों से सिखों के धर्म की क्या है ना, जैन जितने लिबरल है उतनी कोई अदर ट्रेडिशन क्लियर नहीं है, मुझे मालूम नहीं। परंतु कट्टरता अगर सीखना है तो मुसलमानों से सीखो कि धर्म के प्रति कितना कट्टर हुआ है, अपने वैल्यूज के ऊपर कितना मर मिटने का जुनून होता है। हम कल्चर को, अपने कल्चर की सुरक्षा करें। और आज वर्तमान समय ऐसा है कि जैन संस्कृति पूरे वर्ल्ड में रिकॉग्नाइज हो रही है। उस कंडीशन में अगर हमारा समाज भटकने लग जाए या ऐसे रास्ते पे जाने लगे जो हमारी अपनी वैल्यूज नहीं है, तो ये आश्चर्य की बात होगी। तो हमारे रहते हुए कम से कम हम नहीं चाहते कि मायावी में कोई ऐसा परिवार होना चाहिए हो जिसके अंदर जैन वैल्यूज में कोई कमी हो, जिसका जीवन वेजिटेरियन ना हो, ऐसा कभी नहीं होना चाहिए। तो हम आशा करते हैं कि हम जो आ रहे हैं आप हमारा लाभ ले ले रहे हैं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। हमने देखा कि 3-4 साल से मिल रहे और मीता जी, रूपल, दीपिका जी, ये सब डॉक्टर्स हैं। रेखा पांड्या कितने व्यस्त डॉक्टर होते हुए भी हमारी क्लासेस में 4 साल में एक भी दिन हमारी क्लास चल रही तो मिस नहीं करते, और रिकॉर्डिंग बनाई है। अगर हमारा कोई लेक्चर इन्होंने मिस कर दिया है, नहीं सुन पाए, डॉक्टर्स थे ये सब लोग, अच्छा ना। सो इसके बावजूद भी इन लोगों ने काफी क्लासेस अटेंड करी है और समाज में भी बहुत लाभ दिया है। और मैं कहूँगी कोचिंग के माध्यम से सभी लोगों ने बहुत सेवा की है। सब लोगों का आना हमारे का संभव नहीं होता है, एज का भी सवाल होता है, बिजनेस का भी सवाल होता है, कुछ लोग जॉब में होते हैं। परंतु जो लोग निरंतर आते रहे उनको भी मैं मेंशन करना पसंद करूंगी कि हमारे कोचिंग के जो सेवा में हम देखते हैं कि रूपल और मीता जी एवरी फ्राइडे 4 साल से हर वीक में काम किया है, इतना इन्होंने डेडिकेशन दिखाया है। और किसी को आने की जरूरत हुई नहीं हो, मतलब इसको पता चलने से किसी ने ऊपर जो है उतनी करने सोचती है। तो ऊपर गीता ने हमेशा ये भी देखा कि आज की कैलेंडर तो कुल मतलब हम चले जाएंगे तो दिनेश भाई के 10 होते थे, सुबह सुबह उसको अपना जॉब ले जाना भी ट्रेन से जरूरी होता है। और दिनों में भी सर फ्राइडे तो आगे आ गए कि तो और दिनों में भी आगे की जरूरत पड़ी तो हम ऑफिस टाइम को साइड में रख सकते हैं हमारे कोचिंग के खाना। तो ये बहुत बड़ी एक बड़ा डेडिकेशन हम जीवन में हर जगह हाथ का फ्रैक्चर हो गया और हमने जरूरी नहीं आपको कोच पे लाना, पर इतनी चिंता करते हैं। तो नरेंद्र जी ने कहा कि देखो तुम्हें फ्रैक्चर भरे हो गया पर खाना खाई रहे, तो उनके कहने से उन्होंने इस कंडीशन में भी वो लेकर बड़ी बात है। तो इसी तरह से जो है नीरू जी की हर्षा बहन अभी वर्तमान में चूंकि मतलब नॉलेज बहुत इच्छा करते थे पर मैं आपकी सेवा करने की बड़ी बात जरूरी है, कुछ करें। बट मैं वो हर्षा बहन हमेशा मेरे कहते हैं आपको राइट चाहिए, मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ आपको राइट चाहिए, मैं आपको सजेशन हम क्यों मिलाए। और परंतु हमेशा हर्षा बहन और भाई और नीरू जी भी चूंकि काफी वो भी बराबर डीपली कोचिंग के लिए आते रहते थे, पर हम के तरह से बच्चों को लेकर के भी कुछ सुनना होता है कॉलेज में उनको फोन देखेगा तो वो हमेशा आते रहे हैं। और एक फैमिली सुराना जी, प्रकाश सुराना और लता सुराना, आप ये सोचेंगे कि 4 साल में कभी भी हमें पढ़ना है, समस्या है, बीच में उनसे कह दिया, अचानक कह दिया, एनी टाइम तैयार है। और ये तो केवल 4 साल की बात नहीं है, जब से समझिए आज शुरू में है तब से ये दूसरे की सेवा बराबर कर रहे हैं। और हर किसी, हम कभी एयरपोर्ट में जाना है, कहीं हॉस्पिटल जाना है, लोग तैयार है, दादाजी तैयार है। तो बहुत तरह की सेवाएं की जरूरत पड़ती बीच बीच में, तो जो पास में होता है उसे कॉल कर देते हैं और वो हमेशा रेडी रहते हैं, इसलिए हम सोचते हैं कि चलो उनको बुला लेते हैं। तो उनकी सेवाएं भी बहुत अग्रगण्य सेवा है, ये हम हमेशा से लेके आते हैं, 17 सालों से बराबर सही आज की भारतीय शासन 17 सालों राइट देना और भोजन की सेवा करना, और भी कोई चीजें हमें चाहिए, हमें लैपटॉप तो कहने का मतलब छोटी मोटी जो भी हमारी और इसी तरह से बहुत सारे अग्नि और हमारे दीदी का भी बहुत दूर से हमारी जो है सोचती रहती है और किसी तरह से भेजती है। इसी तरह से ज्योति और पीयूषी पहली बार जुड़े के कारण से जुड़ रहे होगी। वो लोग भी सब लता जी हमारे समय लता को हर बार की कोशिश करते हैं कि हम कुछ ना कुछ हम भेजे, तो वो तो है ही है। और ललित जी आभा जी के बारे में मैं कहूँगी विशेष रूप से कि वो 4 साल में हमारी हर चीज की केयर करना है, ये उन्होंने विशेष अपना दायित्व निभाया हर चीज के लिए। और एनी टाइम जब कभी किसी को भी खोज में भेजना है और कोई कह देता है आप लेकर के चलता तो एनी टाइम तैयार है। मैंने कहा बड़ी बात है, आप अपना ऑफिस संभालेंगे या दूसरों की सेवा करते रहेंगे, नहीं एनी टाइम तैयार है। हमें कहीं भी जाना होता है तब भी वो कहते हैं आप मुझे कॉल नहीं कर रहे, मुझे कॉल नहीं कर रहे, आवाज को ठीक रखिए, आप उनको केयर करिए पहले। और हमारे लिए तो 50 लोग यहाँ से पूरा समाज ही तैयार है, इसलिए वो कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है। तो उनकी भी बहुत सेवाएं रही हैं। और रेखा पांड्या और नीता जी दोनों हमारे फैमिली डॉक्टर हैं। तो पहले 2010 में आई थी तब नीता जी का हमारा केयर, और इस बार रेखा पांड्या जी का बहुत ही इतना जबरदस्त सबूत है। और जब कभी हमें किसी भी डॉक्टर के पास जाना है, अच्छे से अच्छे डॉक्टर के बारे में जानकारी करना और पूरी इंक्वायरी करके फिर हमें सजेस्ट करना, डॉक्टर से कम्युनिकेशन करना, सारी रिपोर्ट मंगवाना, सारा रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करना, बहुत बड़ी बात है। सब जब तो होते हुए और हम तो कोई पहली व्यक्तियों से उनको तो दे नहीं रहे, फ्री फंड का हम सारा काम करवाते हैं लोगों से, सो परंतु लोग अपने डेडिकेशन के साथ करते हैं। और रश्मिता जी ने भी जो है समी जी के साथ में वर्षितम शुरू किया और बहुत अच्छे से उन्होंने वर्षितम किया, ये का ध्यान सॉरी रश्मिता जो सो मैं किस हमारे प्रदीप जी जो है निशा जी ये पूरे टीम को लेकर के आते हैं, आसपास सबको करते हैं और सबको लेकर के साथ में आते हैं। सो इन लोगों ने भी काफी हमारा केयर किया है, थके भी रहते हैं। हमारे सुनीता जी, क्या नाम है सुनीता जी, लेक्चर भाई जी। सो लेक्चर जी इस बार थोड़े हमारे बहुत व्यस्त थे, बट जब कभी हमें एकेडमिक गाइडेंस चाहिए नौला शेखर सारी और लेक्चर जी ये हमारे लिए हमेशा अवेलेबल है, हमेशा। और जब कभी यूनिवर्सिटी में हमें कोई भी सपोर्ट चाहिए, किसी भी सिस्टम से बात करना है, they are always working for us. So we are very much grateful and very lucky to be in Maya. माया का जो संघ है वो बहुत ही अच्छा है, बहुत ही, परंतु मैं चाहती हूँ कि सब इसी तरह से यूनिफाइड रहे। ये ना सोचे कि ये जर्फ का काम है तो हमारा कोई योगदान नहीं है, हम अलग है, या ये जैसे ये सब का काम है तो जर्फ अपना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ना समझे, ऐसा नहीं होता। ये सब एक ही चीज है, हम जैन धर्म को आगे ले जाना चाहते हैं और हम तो राम को अपनाने की बात कहते हैं। हमारे अंदर किसी भी तरह का बाइफर्केशन नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी तरह का डिवाइडेशन नहीं होना चाहिए, डाइकोटॉमी नहीं होना चाहिए, में वर्ड नहीं होना चाहिए, और मारवाड़ी कौन गुजराती और कौन जर्फ और कौन जैसी ऐसे हमारे मुंह पर एक ही वर्ड होना चाहिए, जय, है ना, एक ही शब्द होना चाहिए। और उसके बाद में सोचती हूँ कि शायद माया में इसके बाद कभी इस तरह का कोई वर्ड सुनूंगी नहीं, और बहुत खुशी होगी मुझे कि सब जल के लिए जैसे ये सब तैयार है, जैसे ये सब जल तैयार है और सारे जेन एक में इस बात का मैसेज हमारे बच्चे में जाना चाहिए, पूरी कम्युनिटी के अंदर रहना चाहिए, आगे से फ्यूचर में कभी ऐसे वर्ड्स हमारे टंग पर आने नहीं चाहिए, है ना। हम तो पूरी मानवता को और पूरी जीव जगत के साथ मैत्री की बात करते हैं, वहां अपन जेन क्यों डिवाइड होते हैं? ये आप ये सोचिए, ये जैन धर्म पूरे नॉर्थ इंडिया में और पूरे साउथ इंडिया में फैला हुआ था। 40 करोड़ कहा जाता है लोग भारत के जैन थे। आज क्या स्थिति है आपको पता ही है, 0.05 जैसा मुझे पता है, ये सही है ना फिगर। तो 45 लेख अभी बताया जा रहा है और वो होना तो 2 करोड़ के आसपास अभी वर्तमान में जैन की संख्या चाहिए। शाह हिंदू भी है, शाह जैन भी है। अब वो जो कैलकुलेशन जब होता है, जो भी वो सेंसेशन क्या बोलते हैं,
सेंसस पीरियड,
सेंसस,
सेंसस
तो
पीरियड।
उसमें आप किसमें काउंट करें, कोई मुसलमान काउंट करते हैं जैन लिखो जैन, है ना। भारत में स्थिति तुम्हारी बहुत डाउन हो रही है और वहां पे अभी कहा जाता है कि मुस्लिम कौम 30 करोड़ के आसपास भारत में हो गई, 30 करोड़। आने वाले समय में क्या संख्या होगी कि पूरा भारत मुस्लिम हो जाएगा, सारी प्रॉपर्टी आपकी मुस्लिम प्रॉपर्टी तो अंडर में चली जाएगी। और अभी कहा जाता है कि भारत का जो भी होता है, जो क्या होता है, क्या गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कुछ मनी अलॉट की जाती है सभी लोगों को, जाती है
सब्सिडीज,
हाँ सब्सिडी जो भी है। तो 78 मतलब वो जो गवर्नमेंट से जो फंड मिलता है ना, जो धर्म के जब जाति के आधार पर जो माइनॉरिटी वगैरह के, तो आज 78% मुस्लिम कौम आपका कर रही है और अपने स्पीकर चलाते हैं, इससे क्या मैसेज दे रही है आपको तो भाषा समझते नहीं, परंतु वो क्या मैसेज दे रही है वो आपको पता ही है कि वो आप कहते हैं कि ये सब काफी मार देना चाहिए। इस तरह के जो मैसेजेस के अंदर से चलते हैं, कोई समझ रहा है कि आपका ही पैसा यूज हो रहा है। मदरसा चल रहे हैं, आज शुरुआत हुई थी तो कहते हैं कि कितने मदरसा के पता नहीं, परंतु अभी तकरीबन 6 लाख या 30 लाख के आसपास पता नहीं कितने मदरसा है और सारा मनी जेलों का हिंदुओं का उसमें यूटिलाइजेशन हो रहा है। सो आपको थोड़ा सा इतना समझना है कि आप अगर यूनाइटेड रहेंगे तो आपकी शक्ति और कम हो जाएगी। अभी वर्तमान में पूरे संसार में, पूरे विश्व में, वर्ल्ड में जैन कम्युनिटी का जो प्रभाव है, जो वर्चस्व है, चाहे अर्थ के कारण से, चाहे बिजनेस के कारण से, चाहे लाइफ स्टाइल के कारण से, वेजिटेरियन लाइफ स्टाइल के कारण से, वो आप मेंटेन रखें। आपस में डिवाइड होने के बाद सोचना नहीं कि तो अपना जो भी करते ना कि नौकार मंत्री जिसको आता है वो अपना भाई होता है, उसको दूसरे किसी भाषा में सोचना ही नहीं है। सो हमें इस तरह का एक तरह से तो माहौल यहाँ पर बना हुआ है, उसको आगे बढ़ाना है, आपस में मिलकर के काम करना है, जैन संस्कृति को आगे ले जाना है। एक बार में भी आपका मैसेज जाता है, अगर आप कुछ भी इस तरह से होते हैं तो वो मैसेज वहां भी जाता है। तो अपने को ये सोचना है कि नई जनरेशन जो विदेशी खोज जो जैन धर्म को समझ रही है और कितना आपने देखा कितना पॉजिटिव मैसेज उनके दिमाग में है, वो मैसेज निरंतर आपकी सपोर्ट से बढ़ते रहना चाहिए। तो बस इसी के साथ में कि हम 4 साल में रहे और हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा, सभी लोगों ने बड़ा किया है, भारती जी और सभी लोग जो है भारती जी भी बराबर कोशिश दे रहेंगे। तो भरत भाई को इसलिए हम सॉरी होता है कुछ शब्द लग जाते हैं तो कीर्तन पर आते हैं। तो तरुण भाई को हम कहते हैं कि आप लक्ष्य भाई, मालिनी जी और तरुण भाई, परिसरा पत्नी, ये सभी हमारी कोचिंग की सेवा में खरब संगीता पटेल हर वीक में आने को तैयार रहती है और कभी भी कोई भी चीज उनको लगा कि यार संगीत की टेबल बहुत खराब हो गई, अपने आप ही लेकर के आए। सो इतनी चिंताएं सभी लोग करते हैं हमारी। सो मैं बहुत साधुवाद देती हूँ सबको। हो सकता है मेरा किसी से नाम छूट भी गया तो प्लीज बुरा मत मानिएगा, क्योंकि वो टाइम पर देते नाम आए वो तो देखो मैंने ले लिए हैं। बट हाँ विजय भाई हमारे विजय विपिन भाई हमारे, देखिए विपिन भाई की हमारे डेंटिस्ट है और बॉडी के साथ में सब चीजें जुड़ी हुई है। ये भी तो हमें डेंटिस्ट कई बार हॉस्पिटल से गए हैं, हमने कहा कि आपके चार्जेस बता दीजिए, बोले 5000 देता हूँ मैं, मतलब दूसरों से तो मैं 3000 तो मतलब इनका कहने इतना तो होगा नहीं, पर देने का कोई प्रश्न नहीं है। सो उनकी बहुत जानकारी और लोगों को हमारी सेवा करते रहते हैं और आज भी हम जब कभी जाए और एनी टाइम हम चाहते हैं वो एक टाइम हमारे संडे और सैटरडे को जब जी हमारे लिए करके रेस्ट हुआ अपना क्लिनिक है खोल देते हैं और हमारा टेक केयर करते हैं। अनिल जी का नाम लिया, अनिल जी निर्मला जी, सो सभी लोगों की बड़ी सेवाएं की है। मैं माली जी के बारे में, तरुण के बारे में और मुझे सारे नाम याद नहीं है। मयूर भाई, स्मिता जी, उन लोगों का भी बड़ा, क्योंकि हमारे घर में थोड़ा सा बिजी को बिजनेस तपस्या के साथ में, तो उसके कारण उससे भी बहुत हमें डिस्कस करना होगा, कंसल्ट करना होगा। वो भी बहुत टेक केयर कर रहे हैं, हमेशा गीता साहब हमेशा रेडी रहते हैं पूछने के लिए भी, और पिताजी हमेशा सोचती है कि समझने की किस तरह से मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ। उनका आना पॉसिबल नहीं है बट वो अपनी तरीके से बहुत करते हैं। सो इन सभी चीजों को देखते हुए हमारा बड़ा अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, बहुत पॉजिटिव एक्सपीरियंस है। माया की जैसा एक समाज मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है, हर जगह इस तरह का यूनाइटेड जब समाज मिलना और आपस में एक दूसरे से सभी संप्रदायों का बराबर सम्मान करना, ये यहाँ के सेंटर की बड़ी विशेषता है। सो मैं चाहती हूँ ये विशेषता हमेशा वर्तमान रहे, बढ़ती रहे, आने वाले समय से आप पूरा लाभ लीजिएगा। वो भी उसी तरह से लोग हमेशा सेंटर पे काम करते रहे तो और भी कुछ प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छे करवा सकते हैं, वो भी करवा सकते हैं। और एफआई के प्रोग्राम के साथ जरूर आप जुड़े रहिए ताकि आपको पता चले कि किस तरह से सारे स्टूडेंट्स आपके जेडीजम के बारे में जानते हैं। आप चाहो तो पूछो, सारी चीजें आपको बता सकते हैं, है ना। 350 आपको के पेपर्स देखो, 8-8 पेज में हम रिसर्च पेपर लिखवाते हैं कि जेडीजम के ऊपर लिखिए उस पे, तो हम शेयर करेंगे तभी हमारा वो एडिट हो जाएगा वॉल्यूम्स। आपको प्रेक्षक ध्यान इतना आत्मा और शरीर की भिन्नता का बोध करने लग गए कुछ स्टूडेंट कि आत्मा लिखने लग गई है उनको। तो ये सम्यक दर्शन हम चर्चा पूरे करते हैं कि ध्यान किए बिना वो सम्यक दर्शन सही अर्थ में आता नहीं है। तो ध्यान करिए प्रेक्षक ध्यान आपको समय सौभाग्य मिला है। और अभी हम मतलब हमने यूट्यूब पर भी सारे ध्यान के प्रयोग डाल दिए हैं, तो वे समय समय पर आप सबको शेयर करते रहेंगे, तो आप उसको जरूर करिए। कुछ हमने ज्ञान में डाले हैं, तो मेडिटेशन, रिलैक्सेशन और मेडिटेशन, तो वो जरूर आप करिए। तो ध्यान से ही सब जगह ज्ञान भी होता है, सब दर्शन भी होता है, सब कुछ होता है। ठीक है, इन विचारों के साथ बहुत टाइम ले लिया, बट उसकी चिंता मत करिए आप, क्योंकि हमें आज के बारे में शायद महावीर जयंती पर हम उपलब्ध होंगे, माया मिले तो वहां पर उपलब्ध हो जाएंगे। अदरवाइज मेरे ख्याल से ये आपसे हमारा नस्ली मिलना हो रहा है, हो सकता है जल्दी हमारा जल्दी प्लान बन रहा है, तो हो सकता है कि 12 तारीख को या 16 तारीख के बीच में ही चले जाए। हमारा जो फ्लाइट 28 अप्रैल को बुक हुआ था वो कैंसिल हो गया है, तो हम थोड़ा पहले भी बना सकते हो, पीछे बना सकते हैं। और आप एक बात मैं छोड़ गया कि जर्फ के जो बीओडी मेंबर्स है और जर्फ के जो ईसी मेंबर्स है उसमें पहले क्या नाम दीप सुराना जो है वो प्रेसिडेंट रह चुकी है, उन्होंने मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छे से काम किया है, बहुत अच्छे से लेक्चर सीरीज को हैंडल किया है, और जो भी काम है सब बहुत टाइम सब कुछ कर कम्युनिकेट किया है और बहुत सुंदर तरीके से ऑर्गेनाइज किया। और इस समय सोलर जी काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मैं इसमें समाज के उन लोगों को भी जो समाज के साथ डायरेक्टली जुड़े होते हैं, तो जब को भी समाज का पूरा सपोर्ट मिलता है उनके माध्यम से। तो सोनल जी का भी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस संपर्क है, तो मैंने उनको देखा कि वो भी पूरे तरह एजुकेशन के साथ काम कर रहे हैं। उनके साथ में आभा जी हमारे अस्वस्थ होते हुए भी दूसरी की इतनी व्यवस्था देखना, 4 साल तक आज कोई आया नहीं आया, फिर भी वो ठीक नहीं हो तो ठीक हो या नहीं, पर अगर कोई नहीं पूछे जा रहे तो कुछ चिंता करते हैं। तो उन्होंने कभी हमें गुरुनानक जी और स्वामी ललित, एकता और अंकित और उनके बेटे जो है कल्पेश और शिल्पा, ये सब लोग का भी बड़ा डेडिकेशन है। जब कभी हम नाट आदमी जाते हैं वो हमेशा हमारी सेवा में आते हैं और उनके घर पे हम ठहरते हैं। तो कोशिश की दृष्टि से भी वो जब कभी उनके लिए संभव होता है तो हमारी सेवा में कोई कमी नहीं रहती है, टेम्पर में हमेशा लेकर के आगे का सोचते हैं। सो somehow मेरी जस्टिस ने मेंशन किया कि उन सबका हमको इतनी सेवाएं मिली है, तो हम उनके प्रति बहुत कृतज्ञ हैं। और असली हमारे शशि भाई और कुसुम जी तो हमारे साथ जुड़े रहते ही हैं हमेशा। हम कभी भी उनका रहता है हमेशा के फ्राइडे को जब भी छुट्टी हो जाए यूनिवर्सिटी से आप आ जाएंगे घर पे 4 दिन 7 दिन तो आप ठंडा खाते हो थोड़ा, तो हमारे सुबह 3 दिन कम से कम हमारे साथ रह करके। सो वो तो हमेशा से लगे हुए और उनका विशेष दायित्व तो होना भी चाहिए कि वो ध्यान रखे, परंतु उन्होंने अपनी ओर से बहुत अच्छी तरह से हमारी हर चीज की केयर करते हैं और हमें जब कभी कुछ भी जरूरत है, किसी भी तरह की जरूरत है तो हमेशा वो तैयार रहते हैं। तो उनकी सेवाओं का तो हम मूल्यांकन क्या करें, वो चाहिए उनका विशेष दायित्व बनता है। और लखपत जी और सुमित जो है, और सुमित की वाइफ का नाम हाँ, तो इनकी भी बड़ी सेवा है हमारे पास, शुरू से लखपत जी जुड़े हुए हैं। गजेंद्र जी आज नहीं आए पाए हैं लगता मुझे, गजेंद्र जी मीरा जी भी, मीरा नाम है शायद, हाँ मीरा सॉरी, हाँ। तो उनकी भी बड़ी सेवाएं रही है। दूर भले वो अभी इन दिनों में थोड़ा दुख हो गए, की कोशिश नहीं करके आना, सफल जब यहाँ तक सफल गई, बहुत सेवाएं की है, अमिता ने बहुत सेवा की है, सचिन ने, सबकी बड़ी सेवाएं हमारे हमें मिलती रही है। सब मैं सबको बहुत अपने तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देती हूँ और आने वाली सभी को भी आप उसी तरह से रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे और उनका ध्यान रखेंगे, ताकि वो अपना काम अपने तरीके से करते रहेंगे और उसी तरह से करते रहेंगे जिस तरह से हम कर रहे हैं। तो हमने अगर आप लोगों से कुछ कहा हो तो उसके लिए क्षमा करें।
जमनी जी आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप आभार, वी आर थैंकफुल बिकॉज़ हम एक्चुअली वी आर बेनिफिट हम जो कर रहे हैं वो हमारी एक्चुअली वी आर लकी टू बी
जैन समाज की हमारी जवाबदारी है कि आपको गोचरी वगैरह जो भी जरूरत है हम लोग पूरा कर सके। हमारी तरफ की ओर से कोई कमी रह गई हो तो हम लोग आप लोगों को क्योंकि हम लोगों को कभी कभी नहीं होता है, हमारे से सब लोग जॉब से जुड़े हैं ऐसे वैसे, तो हम लोग ट्राई करते थे कि पूरा समिति को कोई भी प्रॉब्लम ना होना चाहिए इधर भी, और आप हमारी तरफ से कुछ भी कमी रही है तो इच्छा नहीं होगा। और आप बोले कि 16 के पहले टिकट मत लेना, हमारा पूरा प्रोग्राम बिजनेस हो जाएगा, तो प्लीज मैं नम्र विनती करती हूँ आपको कि 16 के बाद ही
हम कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं कि 16 का प्रोग्राम अच्छे से हो जाए और उसके बाद ही हम जाएं, और कोई जरूरत हो गई तो बात अलग है।
अभी एक ही वीक बाकी है समझ
stop your playing Samriti. You will complete take home.
राइट। अभी हमारी थोड़ी हम लोग मानते हैं आपकी जरूरत है वो दिन।
तो मायावी लोगों का समाज का बड़ा प्रेम हमारे प्रति भक्ति है बड़ा, और हमारे परेशान लोगों से रहेंगे और हमेशा आशा करते हैं आप लोगों से मिलते रहेंगे। महीने में 2 महीने में आपको मायावी से वहाँ पर आएगा सबको, तो प्रकाश भाई आज कुछ बोले नहीं बट बोलेंगे तब हम से सुनेंगे। तो इसके साथ ही मैं अपनी बात को संपन्न करती हूँ। और कुछ भी कहीं भी किसी तरह की कोई कमी रही है उसके लिए बार-बार होता है, दिल से क्षमा याचना।
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for patience. Now we have to do our final review.
वंदामि नमस्कार जी।